Welcome to the third in a series of videos about the UCAS website. So we looked at the UCAS Hub last time, and I want to have a look at an integrated but separate website which is part of the Hub, which is called UniBuddies. So we're going to sign back into the UCAS Hub again. So there's different ways that we can get into this, but if I just use that link on the home page there, I'm already signed in, so I'm just going to go to visit your Hub. So if you remember, we've got a to-do list, we've got all these searches here for the different courses. When we scroll down towards the bottom here, we've got this chat with students at uni. So another really good way of doing your research is by actually speaking to students that are currently at uni. So as I said, this is powered by a website called UniBuddy. You will need a separate login for this. Again, it's very quick and easy to do, just your name and your email address. And then what you can see here is all of these different students, some of which are from the UK, but some of the students are international students. It will say kind of briefly what their courses that they're studying, but then when you kind of click on the information about them, it will talk a little bit more about the course that they're doing. It also talks about their previous studies, so I think this is quite useful, particularly if you want to find students that have maybe done similar studies to you. It doesn't actually say which A-level she did, but again, you could always ask that sort of thing as well. So the way that this works is it is a chat feature, but it's not necessarily always instant messaging. So these students are obviously have their own lives, they're doing things as well. But when you leave a message for them, the idea is that within 24 hours, they will respond to you. So I actually left 2 messages earlier today, and you can see in my inbox here, I've actually had a response. So I left one message for James, and I asked, he was somebody that actually studied in Italy for a year, so I asked him what it was like studying abroad for a year, but that was 2 hours ago. He's not got back to me yet, but I'm sure he will within the next 22 hours. But this is Eloise, so I did it at a similar time, and within the hour, by the look of it, she actually has replied to me. So I asked her what the transition was like from her experiences of going from a BTEC, she studied a BTEC extended diploma, go on to university. So she said that she found it easy to handle. She said in college we studied HR, and university managing organisations and people. So she gave this really lovely kind of quite detailed response here. So she said, I think for me it worked out easier to transition from BTEC to university than it might be from A-levels. Again, just her opinion and her experiences. She said it might differ depending on the university. And then she said, feel free to ask me any other questions that you might have. So what's really great here is obviously these students, they're there to kind of answer your questions, and actually they know they're not going to be necessarily very much older than you. They've gone through it already themselves, and actually this is a really good opportunity to do a little bit more research, not just what the university is telling you or what's on their website, but exactly what their experiences are. So that's the UniBuddy Chat to Students facility, which is part of the UCAS Hub.